week with highs still in the upper 90s. So yes, the heat and humidity will be sticking around through the week. We'll have more with that 10-day forecast coming up. But now, Alana, over to you.
All right, Texas weather. Okay, hey, one of the best ways to practice social distancing while getting outside, if you choose to take on this heat, I say go in the evening, head over to a state park. Regional interpretive specialist Danielle Bradley, she joins me with more on the best parks to get out and about. Good morning to you, Danielle.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh man, I'm excited to just get away. Really, I do need a change in scenery. In fact, I grew up camping and exploring Cedar Hill State Park. But in addition to that park that's right down the road, what are some of the closest parks right here in the Dallas area?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. So there are almost 90 Texas state parks, which means no matter where you're at, there's one close by to you. In the Metroplex area, we have Lake Ray Roberts, which is just about an hour north of y'all. Curtis Creek, which is on the southeast end of Dallas. We have Eisenhower, which is up on Lake Texoma, Lake Tawakoni. We also have Cleburne State Park, which is about 30 minutes southwest of Fort Worth, as well as Lake Mineral Wells State Park, which is about 45 minutes due west of Fort Worth.
For those who are going for the very first time, what are some amenities that they can expect that are already there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we expect our first-time visitors, hopefully, to fall in love with Texas state parks, and the best way for them to do that is experience what we have to offer. A lot of our parks have designated swim areas with sandy beaches. Typically, those have playgrounds and restroom facilities close by, which is really nice if you have younger kids. One of my favorite things about Texas state parks is that as long as you are inside a state park, you don't need a fishing license, and that's for children as well as adults.
Good to know. I actually didn't know that. So
yeah, absolutely.
Head in.
Yeah, it's perfect. We also have tons of hiking and biking trails, and some of our parks even offer equestrian trails, Ray Roberts and Lake Mineral Wells specifically.
Okay, good. You know, I think I even spent my 15th birthday party, and my birthday's in the middle of winter, camping overnight over in Cedar Hill. Is camping an option right now? Is it open?
Overnight? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you can absolutely overnight camp. We strongly recommend that you make reservations, and you can make your camping reservations up to 3 months in advance.
Okay, so I tried visiting a state park. I ran into a problem a few months back in Central Texas because I didn't have a reservation. Do you need that reservation just to camp overnight or even just to attend the park?
Yeah, great question. So we've shifted, with COVID, we've shifted the way we're operating a little bit. We don't recommend reservations, or excuse me, we don't require them, but they are strongly recommended. We'd hate for you guys to drive an hour to get out to the park only to be turned around because we've sold out of permits.
Danielle, that's what I did.
Yep, yeah, so we're requiring them for day use. Yeah, days and camping.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you, my best recommendation, do that way in advance. Anything else we need to keep in mind before we drive up for that pass, whether it's overnight or just for the day?
Yeah, if you have the capability, print out your pass ahead of time. That'll save the office staff from having to print it, and it makes your entry a lot smoother. Also, I would recommend either checking the park's website or their Facebook page, as park hours may have shifted. And then we just ask that you guys give us some patience and some understanding. We're adjusting to the new reservation system just like you guys are.
Now, we talked about some state parks that are here close by. What's your favorite state park across Texas?
I really like Caddo Lake State Park. When you have those bald cypress trees with that Spanish moss, I mean, it's almost otherworldly. It's beautiful.
Where is that?
It is in deep East Texas, so right on the Caddo-Louisiana border, or excuse me, Texas-Louisiana border.
You got it. Okay, what are you seeing right now with people who are visiting the parks? Of course, make that reservation, abide by the new COVID regulations within, with 6 feet and then the mask whenever you need to. But are you seeing people stay for a long time because they just need that break from maybe their scenery?
We're definitely seeing a lot of newcomers out to our parks, which is really great. I believe most of our sites have a 2-week limit in them, but you could always extend and move to a different site. I would definitely recommend, if you are new to hiking and being outside, try to show up either in the early mornings or later in the afternoons when it's not so hot. And be sure to bring plenty of water for you and your pets.
Okay. Oh, yes. You can't forget about Fluffy also.
Yes.
If I wanted to come out just for the afternoon, can we bring outside food in for an afternoon lunch?
Oh, absolutely. State parks are perfect for picnics.
Okay, good to know. We have discussed a lot of picnics here on GMT, a big fan of picnics and state parks. Danielle, thank you so much for this good information. If you haven't made it out to a state park, again, I highly recommend my childhood state park, that's Cedar Hill State Park, but just find one, head out and enjoy some fresh air. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.